Okay, properties of parallelograms. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which both pairs of opposite sides are parallel. And we're going to see this symbol a lot. That means parallel. So I'm going to be marking up this figure with the symbols that you would typically see. So the first property of a parallelogram is that opposite sides are congruent. Congruent is a word we've used a lot lately when we're talking about geometry, whether it's angles or lines. Instead of saying equal, we say they are congruent. And we would see this symbol for congruent. So on a figure, when two things are congruent, you're going to see these little marks. So those two opposite sides are congruent, and the other pair of opposite sides are congruent. So I'm using 2 instead of 1. I would use 1 on each side if they were all 4 congruent. But since just the 2 pairs are congruent, you need to differentiate between them by using a different number of marks. Also, opposite angles are congruent. So that means this angle and this angle have the same measure. And then this angle and this angle have the same measure. Same side angles are supplementary. Remember, supplementary equals means that it equals 180 degrees. So this side and this side equal 180. Same thing with this one. Any same side angles equal 180. The diagonals bisect each other, meaning they cross each other perfectly in the middle. So here's our diagonals. And what it means when they bisect is that this length is equal to this length, or they are congruent. I'm using 3 marks there. And then this one is congruent to this one. All right, so let's use these properties to decide which of these figures is a parallelogram. They are all quadrilaterals, but they have to meet this criteria to be a parallelogram. So for this first one, we're going to say yes because the opposite sides are congruent, which would mean that the inside angles are congruent also. For the one to the right of that, this is also a parallelogram because the opposite angles are congruent. This next one is not, because we have a 6 and a 5 here. The opposite sides are not congruent. Now, on the next figure, we're only given 2 angles. These 2 angles are on the same side, so they must equal 180 for it to be a parallelogram. 155 plus 60 is 215, so this is not a parallelogram. Okay, and the next one is yes, because the diagonals bisect each other. And the last one is not, because these two numbers are different. Okay. Now we're going to start finding the missing side lengths or the missing diagonal lengths and the missing angles. So we're given a figure and we're given some of the measures. We need to fill in the rest. So AD is 8. Because we're already told that it's a parallelogram, we know that opposite sides are congruent. DC is 15. Angle A, well, since same side angles are supplementary, I just need to subtract 68 from 180. So 112, which means C is also 112 because it's an opposite angle, and B is 68. For B, example B, JK is 21, KL is 29, angle J is 127, and to find M and K, which will be the same as each other, we need to subtract 127 from 180. Okay, let's go through some examples where we have to find the length of diagonals. So UT is 27. ST is 18. We're given UV, so we know that that VS is also 7. We're given that RT is 30, so VT is half of that, 15. Okay, example D, we're finding measures when the diagonals are given. So we have the measure of angle DEC. So we're trying to find this angle here, DEC. We're given that FED, this whole thing, is 134, and that other side is 71. So 134 minus 71 is what DEC is going to be. 63 degrees. CDE. Can someone tell me how we can find CDE? Right, so we're going to subtract 134 from 180 because these are same side angles. ECD. BCD. This goes back to parallel lines. So remember that opposite sides of parallelograms are parallel. What is it? No. It's 71. Because if you think of the diagonals as a transversal and the sides are parallel lines, these are alternate interior angles. So they are the same. And for DFE, this angle here, we know that the opposite side is 46 and we're given 21. So subtract 46 minus 21. 25. Okay, last example, we're going to find all of these measures. Okay, I'm going to fill in what we're given. So we have 15 here, 22. I'm not going to write in the one. Well, I guess we're given ZX equals 32, so I'm going to write 16 and 16. WT is 10. WZY is 62 degrees. And then WXT is 27 degrees. And ZWT is 77 degrees. Okay, so I'm just filling in everything that I know already. So, ZW is 15 because the opposite side is 15. ZY is 22. TX is 16. What is WY? 20. The measure of angle TZY. $27 because those are alternate interior angles. XYZ. That one's going to take some calculating. XYZ is not 77, no. 118. How'd you find that? Well, we know that same side angles have to be 180. 180 minus 62. Good. XWT. Well, we know that full angle is 118. So we just subtract the 77 that's given. Last one, XYT. 77. These are, again, alternate interior angles.